the next thing I'm going to talk about is something that's been a trending topic for the past 3 to 5 years, and that's something that you can invest in. Is called cryptocurrency. In simple terms, well, cryptocurrency is exactly what's in the name. It's encrypted money. It's digital money. It's something that you cannot physically touch. If you've not been hiding under a rock, I'm pretty sure you heard of something called Bitcoin.
Or
it's the only cryptocurrency that you should invest. Dogecoin! It's the people's currency.
That's one of the cryptocurrencies, and it's the most well-known and most expensive cryptocurrency out to date in the market when it comes to cryptocurrencies. There's a plethora of cryptocurrency that is made daily and that is on the market today. It's not in the regular US stock market, but it's in the crypto world stock market, if that makes sense to you. When it comes to that, cryptocurrency is starting to get a little bit more prevalent to this day. There's certain places and stores in the world today that will do services for you for cryptocurrency. Like, that's how prevalent it's starting to be today. And the way that the world is trying to move to digital money is probably going to be more prevalent in like 20 years or so. So it's not a bad thing to be invested in the cryptocurrency. Just like how you make money in the stock market is how you will make money with cryptocurrency. Buy crypto for a certain price, hope for it to appreciate in value. Once it appreciates in value and you want to make your money off of it, trade it or sell it. Trade or sell is the same thing when I'm saying that. Trade it for the price that it's worth now. Let's just say, in an example, Bitcoin back in the day was worth like $200 a coin. Well, if you look at what Bitcoin is worth today, it's worth like $33,000 a coin. If you had bought like 10 coins at $200, just think how much money you'll be making if you wanted to sell all 10 of them coins back for $33,000 a coin. I'm gonna let you do the math because that's a lot of money. The next thing I want to say is that if you want to get yourself involved into cryptocurrency trading or just being able to buy crypto, you could do that through brokerage companies still. You could do that through brokerage companies like Coinbase, Binance. That's really all I can think of off the top of my head because I don't do too much of the crypto trading right now. I will be getting more involved in my later future, but just not right now. I'm not that much involved into it. But if I can think of any brokerage companies right off the top of my head to give y'all to use right now, it's Binance and Coinbase. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is something that's been trending topic for the past 3 years or so, and it's starting to make an upward right now. And it's something called Forex. Forex in short stands for foreign exchange market. And instead of you trading stocks of a company, instead of you trading cryptocurrency, you're trading other countries' currency. So you're trading US dollars for Canadian dollars, trading Canadian dollars for Japanese dollars, you're trading Japanese dollars for euro and stuff. The thing about it is, you know, each and every country dollar is worth more or less than another country dollar. So that's how it works. You trade this much money for this much money and getting this much back once you make that trade. That's pretty much how it works. I'm not into Forex. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. So I can't go really in depth at all when it comes to Forex. But if y'all want to know more about Forex, I will go in depth by studying up on Forex myself and giving y'all the information myself. If that's what you want to know is about Forex. Like I said, I don't do it, so I can't give you too much other than what I just gave you now. If you want to trade with Forex, you trade with Forex through brokerage account apps like MetaTrader or MetaTrader 4. They're the only ones I can think of. Like I said, I can't give you too much information about Forex. I'm sorry, I just don't know too much about it, but I know how it works, and that's pretty much it. So we're just gonna go to the next topic. The next thing I'm gonna talk about that you can invest in is something that's very simple. It's something that you probably do to this day, but you don't know there's different avenues of approach to it. So what I'm about to talk about is, you remember how your parents told you to always save your money and have some money in the savings account, right? You got your money in a savings account, right? Probably a regular savings account that you use at a regular bank. But have you heard of a high yield savings account?
what the f are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You put your money in a regular savings account, right? And then you know how your bank gives you an APY percentage for having X amount of money in that bank account. and they'll give you a dividend per month in that account. And if you look, I'm pretty sure y'all know this, but if you look at your savings account, they give you like 30 cents a month. Now that's not going to add jack to your savings account, really, is it? You'll probably spend that 30 cents before you even do anything else with it, right? Here's where is the difference with a high yield savings account. A high yield savings account gives you a higher APY percentage. APY stands for annual percentage yield, and it's the interest that is gained from whatever it is that they're dealing, the company is dealing with, that's giving you an APY or interest. With a high yield savings account, instead of you getting like 0.25% APY in a regular savings account with a regular bank, if you go to a bank with a high yield savings account, they'll probably give you like anywhere from 2% to, I've seen even as high as 5.15%. And if your percentage is that high, instead of you getting 30 cents a month for just saving money into a savings account at your regular bank, you're getting anywhere from like $3 to maybe even $12 a month from a high yield savings account. And that money adds up. We know $12 add up. We know $3 add up. And it's going to add up quicker than some 30 cents, ain't it? That's how you can do investing as well. Now, the reason why I consider this an investment is there's one small risk. Let's just say that high yield savings account is your only savings account that you have, which I feel like is wrong. You should have two savings accounts at all times. One's high yield and one's not high yield savings account. And you'll see why I say that in a minute. But let's just say you have an emergency and the only savings account you have is a high yield savings account. Well, more often than not, when it comes to a high yield savings account, you're dealing with a high yield savings account with banking online, which means there's no physical bank anywhere but in a select few places around the country or maybe even the globe. All right? Let's just say you have an emergency and you need to withdraw some money from that high yield savings account because that's your only savings account. Well, most likely it's going to take 3 to 5 business days for you to get your money because they got to go through the transactions in order to give the money back to you. It's also the same way when you're giving money into that, well, depositing money into that on high yield savings account. It takes like 3 to 5 business days for it to process into your online savings account. All right? So if you had an emergency where you needed $500 or you're not making it to work today or something like that of that nature, or your car's down or something like that of that nature, you're not going to be able to get that $500 immediately from a high yield savings account like you would if you was to do it from a regular savings account at your local bank or anything. That's why I say it's always good to have a two savings account. One high yield savings so you can make your money off of it just by saving, and the other one for emergency. So where are some banks that offer high yield savings account? Here's a few. You got Ally, you got Marcus by Goldman Sachs, you got Symphony, you got First International Bank, you have, that's all I can think of right now, I'm sorry. If you want to know more banks that do high yield savings accounts, all you got to do is Google high yield savings account and they will give you a list of banks that do high yield savings account and they'll give you their APY at the time. Oh, let me finish this off with this. The APYs that you be getting from these high yield savings accounts are always going to be higher than normal savings accounts. But their APY percentage will not always stay the same. The reason why is because the APY they give you fluctuate what's going on within the global economy today. And due to this coronavirus pandemic, my 2.25 APY went down to like 0.6 APY. But it's not going to stay 0.6 APY. Once we get out of this global pandemic and the economy gets back stronger to where it can sustain itself better, that APY will go back to 2.25 or maybe even higher because the economy is in such a good shape. You're still going to make more money than you would just save your money in a regular savings account, but it's not always going to be, 2.25 APY. It all depends on what's going on in the global economy today. All right?